All right, hello everybody. We are back. I actually wanted to film this in the record room, but I'm still working out the logistics of doing so. But this is going to be a VR for the most super cool channel out in the YouTube land. She is doing a VR for her 100 subs, and that would be the keeper of the creepy dolls, the opener of wrestling, the opener of all things amazing, and one of the biggest promoters of listening to as much music as you possibly can, and that would be Raven Rips. She's having her 100 sub VR, and what she wanted to do was just a VR with a story about music and how it affected you, because music is very important to her and her life, and she likes to get stories about how it's affected other people. But before I get into my story and actually my visual aid, I was up in the record room and I found this little guy because I'm doing it a little long. And then the best part, he's going to join us for this, by the way. The best part about it is his name. Let's see if I can get it to focus. His name is Cheezor. So Cheezor is going to go right here while I display. And I wanted to do a little show off one of my favorite albums. I'm actually a huge collector of soundtracks. And this is the original 1977 soundtrack to The Hills Have Eyes with the great Michael Berryman on the front. Actually, a great autograph signer as well. But I'm going to show you why I wanted to show this, but get into my little story and give you something horrifying to look at because it's almost out. Not horrifying. He's a beautiful man in a strange way. Back in 2017, pretty sure it was 2017, it was the 45th anniversary of The Godfather that came out in 1972. And I'll just open this so you have a bunch more stuff to look at. Yeah, the lucky ones died first, so enjoy that for a moment. I go to the theater right by my house on an afternoon because I figured it would be jam-packed in the evening. They were having a couple showings that day, so I hit an early one, and I go into the theater, and to see The Godfather in theater, with only 5 people, including myself in there, was kind of weird. But I know the movie very well, and there's a lot of legendary and iconic music, obviously, the Godfather theme, the songs they were singing at the wedding. But I made a note to myself going to the theater that no matter what, because the movie starts off with a black screen and then you hear the Godfather theme, I said to myself, Zach, close your eyes and just take it in when the trumpets hit. So that's exactly what I did. I closed my eyes as the theme to the Godfather. Not going to whistle it because, copyright and whatnot, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I heard those trumpets hit, and it literally felt like I had been transported out of that movie theater. It was the weirdest feeling. I cannot explain it, but it drew me in, and for the next 2.5 hours, I sat there completely enraptured in watching The Godfather in theaters. So it really is amazing. When they say music is transportive, they 100% mean it. Not the greatest of stories, I know, but I really oddly don't have many musical stories, but I'm going to finish it with this because not only is it a soundtrack, but it is a dual-colored vinyl. We have half clear orange and the other half glow-in-the-dark. It looks kind of blue on camera, but in reality it's more like that kind of light toothpaste green. But this, I just love the look of it. I'm not going to play it much because for people that know, colored vinyl really doesn't sound very good because of the way they make it. But man, it looks pretty. So I'm going to leave that up right there, and I'm going to do my closeout. Link to Raven Rips down below. I've been seeing quite a lot of VRs for her 100 sub thing, and I think it's awesome. She is super cool, and if you don't sub to her, she will unleash the dolls. And watch her videos and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So, Raven, I hope you like it. Hope you appreciate it. I've been thinking really long and hard about it, and there just really weren't many musical stories, but that one stuck out in my mind because it was the first time in my life, and it was in 2017, so I would have been, 35 at that time. It was the first time in my life that music actually transported me to a different place, and for that, I will always remember it. So, link to Raven down below. Make sure to go sub her up, check her out, look for the VRs, and if you are a sub of hers, do a VR. I'm curious. I love stuff like this because I love learning more about other people that, I become familiar with through YouTube. But it is nice to even then still get a little extra peek behind the curtain. So that was a little more of your peek behind the curtain into the madness and insanity that is my life. Man, I just cannot stop looking at that record. And one time, when I get the record room figured out, I'm going to get this to the point where it is charged up for the glow in the dark. I'm going to put it on the turntable, kill the lights, and give it a spin so you can see some glow in the dark action there. But thank you all so much for watching this rambling little bit of VR stuff. And again, Raven Rips, link down below. Check her out. Catch you next time, everybody. Stay super cool.